الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر. Allah is the greatest. We testify to His oneness. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. There's no Lord worthy of being worshipped except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Allah has no partner. Allah has no associates. Allah has no consultants. Allah has no similitude. Allah is incomparable to anything. He is absolute in Himself, the most merciful, the most gracious, the originator of everything. We glorify His name. We testify to His oneness. We believe that there's nothing worthy of being worshipped except Him, Allah alone, the absolute, the ultimate, the originator of heaven and earth, and the inheritor of heaven and earth, the creator of everything that there exists on earth and heaven and in between the two, mankind, jinkind, all the natural phenomena, all of them are created by Allah. He creates life and He creates death. Allah, we thank You so much for giving us the opportunity to be alive today, especially in these 10 best days of the year, the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, the last month of the lunar year of the Muslim calendar, one of the sacred months, which is the month of Hajj. Allah, we thank You so much, because these days are the days that are so more vulnerable before You, Allah, more honorable, more sacred before You, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Among the Ashur Hurum, Dhul Hijjah is one of them. We thank You so much. The Messenger of Allah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us that no good deeds are most beloved before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more than those that are done in the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. The first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. Even though we know that the best 10 days of the year is that of the last 10 days of Ramadan, in which we have Laylatul Qadr. But the best 10 days in the year are the ones we have in the Dhul Hijjah, the 1st of Dhul Hijjah to the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. What culminates, and that is the sacrifice which we make. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa halul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Today we want to see, we're talking about family, our family. And this season, what's paramount and what's more important before everybody is the Eid al-Adha, the Eid of sacrifice. The Eid of sacrifice. From the word itself, from the name of the Eid itself, we all know what it involves. When we say something is sacrifice, what does it mean by sacrifice? It means giving that which is dear to you, which is most beloved to you, which is so important to you, which is special in your heart. Leaving those things for the sake of something. We say love. Love is what? Love is sacrifice. Love is sacrifice. You sacrifice many things that ordinarily you would have loved to give them out because of your spouse. You sacrifice. Leaving your father's house, you sacrifice that. Leaving your mother, your parents, and keeping to one woman, you sacrifice all of them. The opportunity cost. Alternative forgone. So similarly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created man in such a way that we must put all our trust in Him. And nothing must be important to us than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. So that there should be nothing that we cannot sacrifice for Allah. That if we miss something, a Muslim does not miss anything and say, I want to commit suicide. I want to kill myself. Because something, or my man has divorced me, or I've lost something, or I've lost a child, or I've lost parents, or I've lost business, whatever you have lost. You should not. And that's the reason why the Eid of sacrifice comes to teach us the spirit of sacrifice and how to face loss in life. And when trials come to one in life, how do you face it? Do you believe that everything comes from Allah and that He will test you? And if you pass, He will replace that test with what is better than that for you? Then وَالْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. These are some of the things we'll learn in Eid al-Adha. But today, inshallah, we know what happened before Eid al-Adha comes. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. We saw the 3 segments, which has to do with family, and our program is about family, about our marriage. The same thing Ibrahim has gone through as a father. Hajar alayhi salatu wasalam. As a mother, Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam. As a son. The 3 of them constitute a family. You are a father, right? You are a mother, right? You are a child, right? Each and every one has a role to play in the family. How do you play a role? How are you ready to make yourself subservient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Not going through the verses of the Quran. We know about Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Allah has promised him. He's going to give him a child. He asked for a child. Remember our program up to now, we'll be discussing, of bringing a righteous child. Children of bringing themselves, what have been treating. And this comes into it. Eid al-Adha is about family. The union of the father and the mother and the brother and the sisters and the uncle and the aunties and all relatives coming together. Eid al-Adha. But primarily, the nuclear one is the father and the mother. Having seen the dream that Allah said, Ibrahim, you've been looking for a child for quite a long time. But what was his prayer? Which we discussed in our last program. In Surah Al-Safat, Quran 37, 103. When it said, Rabbi habli min as-salihin. Oh Allah, bestow upon me among the righteous ones. Not any child, a righteous child. Among the righteous. That's the kind of prayer he asked for. The kind of child he asked for. He asked for a righteous child, not just a child. Allah said, I've answered your prayer. A righteous child will cooperate with the father. A righteous child will cooperate with the mother. A righteous child will give the right of Allah to Allah. A righteous child will know the right of neighbors, of friends, of relatives, and he gives them their rights because righteous. Unrighteous one does not care about the rights of other people. He concerns himself alone. So a righteous child is what I asked for. And I said, we gave him a righteous child. When he grew up, and he was getting to the age of adolescence, Abraham saw in the dream that I am slaughtering this my child. It's a sacrifice to Allah. Allah says, sacrifice this child for Allah. Saw it. The only child that I have. So dear to me, I'm being asked to sacrifice. What do I do? Option. Yes, you have option. Obey Allah or disobey Allah. You have an option. Sent you with it today. You have an option in everything Allah has commanded. Don't commit zina. It's a commandment of Allah. Don't embezzle other people's money. It's a commandment of Allah. You have a choice. Either you do it or you don't do it. What is so dear to you? But this one is so dear to Ibrahim. Fine. And what do you do? He said, I've agreed with Allah. But then, let me consult the party that's involved. He called his wife, discussed with the wife. He said, well, you are the messenger of Allah. You have been righteous in the past. Why? I can't doubt you. I believe in you. I trust you. Go ahead. The child too is involved. Oh, my son, I have an important to discuss with you. What is it, daddy? He said, oh, my son, inni ara fil manami anni adbahuka. I have seen in my dream that I am slaughtering you. In my dream, I saw. Remember, people say Ibrahim ﷺ made an oath to Allah. He never made an oath. He never made an oath that I'm going to sky. No, he never. It was Allah that showed him in the dream that he was slaughtering his child. He knew that me, Arrow, I saw, fil manam in my sleep. And me, that's adbahuk. I was slaughtering. I'm slaughtering you. I'm slaughtering you. So, there was, it is not a vow. If it had been a vow, Allah would have used in Surah Al-Baqarah. That's what it says, why did we tell Ibrahim Rabbu bi kalimati wa atammahunna? That when we tested Abraham with some wordings, and what? Spoken to him, some wordings, and actually fulfill all of them. So you can see, so it was not a vow from Abraham to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it was a commandment that he saw. And the dreams of the messages of Allah are like commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like say, why? So he told him that. So fine, that what was the reply of the son? Ya abati, oh my father, if al-matumar, do that which you have been commanded. Allah has commanded you to do this. Allah gave me to you as a gift. I belong to you. And anta wa maluk li walidik. Anta, the Mishnah says, anta wa maluk li walidik. You and all that you possess are for who? Are for Allah, are for your parents. You and everything you possess are for your parents. And your parents and you and everything are for Allah. So, believe because a righteous child, he never challenges his father. Do you challenge your father? Do you challenge your mother? Do you challenge Allah? Ask yourself. It's a question. It's a question. But therefore, in order to do that, inshallah, we're going to discuss what led to this, why the child was able to be submissive. Later, inshallah. So what? Yeah, but if al-matumar, do that which I will command my father. Satajiduni, you will get me, you will find me, you will see me. Inshallah. He never said by my power, he said by the wish of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. By the wish of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will find me, your son, minas sabirin, among the patient one, among the submissive one, among the one that will not argue with you. I will not exert my energy against you because it's young and it's energetic. I will not push you away. I will not fight you. I will be submissive and patient. Look at the patience. And that is why we saw the lessons in the Jamarat, the son of Jamarat. Abraham has come, Shaitan has come to deceive the father, he refused. To deceive the mother, he refused. To refuse the son, he refused. So, what you are saying there that is he was ready to sacrifice it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he did. Presented the sacrifice for Allah, ready to do it. Not just say I will do it. He took it there. But Allah says what? For they know with them, we replaced that child, ransomed that child with a big ram. And that is the beginning of this. And I said, we do this one so that people behind, coming generations to come, Abraham, you are a model for mankind. You are the leader of mankind. Model for mankind. The two are model, Ibrahim and Muhammad. These are the two models, which Allah have said in the Quran. Ibrahim and Muhammad, that's Uswa. So in that situation, yes, so this has come from year to year. We do, just remember. Next week, inshallah, we'll discuss the lessons we learned and why it was easier for them to pass the lesson. The father, the mother, and the child. Why? What was the background? That was what we were treating before the Eid came. So we'll continue from there, inshallah, next week. But then, this age, it has some rules and regulations. Lot of questions have come before us. And that's what we want to address today. Especially between husband and wife. Three major, I've just taken only three, that's so many. One, can the wife to sacrifice on her own despite husbands? That is, can a wife say to sacrifice to other husbands? Similarly, in condition of marriage, can a woman put there that I marry you, but when it comes to the age, I will be doing it with my parents? Or the father of the daughter of the girl said, you will do it at our age, you come and do it with me. Can it be the condition? Can a woman go and sacrifice, I can go and celebrate Eid with her parents, leaving her husband? These are questions. These are questions. All this we want to look at. First one, we want to say that Eid al-Adha, this celebration of Eid, or buying the ram, or buying the cow, there are four types of animals. It's called eight, but two, male and female. We have discussed, remember when I was discussing Akiko, the right time when I discussed the name of the child, we are going to discuss that one more. So it's either of the eight types of animals, male or female. It could be a camel, male or female camel. It could be a cow, male or female. It could be a ram or sheep, male male or female. It could be a goat, male or female. So it's not limited to only ram. Camel can be used, and because Allah says 7 camel can be shared by 7 people. Cow, 7 people. Ram, only 1 person and the family. Goat, only 1 person and the family. Either male or female. So we can use sheep. We can use sheep. The one that has no horn is called sheep. The one that has horn is called ram. Either of the 2 can be used. Either of the 2 goes. Either of the 2 goes for, Eid al-Adha. However, 1 person to a ram, 1 person to a goat. 7 people could come together to buy a ram, a cow. 7 can come together to buy a camel. It's permissible. So that all right. So sometimes too, in the family, I can say, okay, the uncle wants to buy, the nephew wants to buy, the niece wants to buy, everybody, and we say, well, all of us are buying 1 cow. All of us contribute money together, 7 of us, we buy. And I need 1 person can buy 2. A person too can buy. Because what's important is to get more flesh, animal to distribute to people. So in other words, a woman, a wife, and it is celebration is the act of worship. An act of worship is individualistic. Each and every one is responsible for his own or her own act of worship. Just like salat. A husband cannot say, because my husband is doing salat, I will not do salat. Because my father's husband has gone for Hajj, I will not go for Hajj. So his own Hajj does not cover my own Hajj. Similarly, zakat. If Allah has blessed one with many of zakat, each one has the right to do zakat, to pay the zakat. Fasting too. If you make the condition of fasting, each one has to do his own fasting. So similarly now for Eid al-Adha, there are basically 5 conditions for Eid al-Adha. Of course, it must be a Muslim. You must have attained the age of, puberty or discretion. You must have the means. You must be a resident. You must not be someone that's on a journey. So when these conditions are met, so a person can, whether it's a male or female, the father is slaughtering an animal does not prevent the son. The father, the husband is celebrating the slaughtering does not prevent the wife. Both of them have the right if they have the means. However, if they don't have the means, one of the father covers the whole of the family. The father covers the whole of the family if they don't have. So it can be, we say on myself, on my behalf, and the behalf of my family, I'm slaughtering this. Another one on my behalf and behalf of the old ummah who cannot afford, I'm doing this. So it can be done that way sometimes. But if Allah has blessed the individual, just like zakat, if Allah has blessed an individual, blessed the wife to have the means, having reached nisab to pay zakat, she must pay her own zakat, and the husband too must pay his own zakat. The son must pay his own zakat, the father must pay his own zakat. If Allah has blessed them. Similarly for Eid, for Eid al-Adha, for Eid al-Adha, for the Udhiyah, for the animal that is slaughtered, the mother, the father, if he has the means, he buys his own. This is my own. The mother can say to, okay, the wife can say, Allah has blessed me to have the means to, she buys her own too. A son too can say have the means, can buy his own too. So you can have so many. They cannot say, okay, one I'm giving to the mosque, one I'm giving to the community, it can be shared to people. But the intention is that it's you that have bought it. And it's for your name that is slaughtered. But you have given a sadaqah to other people. So a lot of arguments have already coming. Many women don't do the udhiyah because my father or husband has done. And sometimes they say that sometimes they say, okay, Allah has blessed the wife more than the husband. And he has the right, he has the means to buy a camel or a cow. And the father husband only has the means to buy a ram. Can she buy it or not? He can buy it. She can't buy it. She has 2 options. One is, okay, my husband, Allah has blessed me, you don't have means, okay, I'm giving you this one, add to your own, I'm buying the cow, I will buy a ram. You can do that. Or you buy a cow, I will buy a ram, we use your own, we in the house we eat your own ram, we'll distribute the cow outside. Fine. It's all the same thing. But she has the right to buy her own. He has the right to buy his own. So if Allah has blessed you, it has no condition that people have attached to it today. young people which Allah has blessed. Even some still undergraduates, Allah has blessed. And some are young graduates, some are young corporate guys, Allah has blessed. They say, oh, I'm not married, I'm not yet married, so I cannot do udhiyah. Or I'm not built a house, I cannot do udhiyah. I'm not going for Hajj, I cannot do udhiyah. No, all these are not conditions. All these are not conditions. Allah has blessed you with the means, you have the means, you do it. Whether you are married or not. You can buy it, distribute it, call the caterers to cook it and give to people and eat yourself. No problem. Can call your siblings and everything to come with you and eat yourself. I mean, do eat in your house, it doesn't matter. Some people will say, no, I cannot bring that with my udhiyah to rent an apartment. No. It's not compulsory you build it. If the landlord say don't bring it here, don't bring it there. You can get there at the abattoir to slaughter it. At the abattoir, it can be slaughtered on your behalf, prepared on your behalf, butchered on your behalf, and bring the processed meat to you. It's not compulsory you must do it in your house. The best of course is for you to sacrifice it. But it's not compulsory it must be in your house. It could be done anywhere. It could be done by a proxy. Somebody can do it on your behalf. But the thing is, you put the money down, you buy it and say, okay, slaughter this on my behalf. It can be done. A male too can slaughter, a woman too can slaughter. The husband can slaughter his own, and the wife can slaughter her own too, if she has the courage. So either of the two parties can do the slaughtering of the animal. So I just have to do that because I'm not going to Hajj. No, Hajj is not a precondition for udhiyah. So that answers that question. The husband can do, and the wife too can do. There's no problem about that. And there's no condition. I've not built a house, I'm not married, I'm not saying what once Allah has given it means. And because I'm not sure I can be doing it every year, it's just not compulsory to do every year. It's once you have the means that you must do it every year. If you have the means, and let's say it's not means, that's not means, that's what you do. If Allah brings the means, that's what you pay, just like zakat. If in a year you have money, you pay your zakat. Next year you don't have money, you don't pay your zakat. You don't pay your zakat. So it is when you have the means that you pay zakat. It's when you have the means that you do the year. The year you don't have, Allah has said that you don't have, and you struggle, you can't do it. Can you borrow money to do it? Yes, if you have the means. If you have the means, assuming you have some stock, maybe a trader, you have a lot of goods you have in your store. You have a lot of stocks. Or you have some shares, or you have some money stock in the bank, but you cannot access them now for one reason or the other. You have some business that is going to be due in the next few days, but it's going to be after Hajj or after the Eid, then you can. But you are sure of what you're going to pay it back. Otherwise, you don't. So, these are the conditions for husband and wife to do that one. Secondly, the wife has the right to go and do Eid with her family. Sometimes in the deed of marriage, Muhammad, sometimes in the deed of marriage, we check the deed of marriage. Sometimes the deed of marriage, the clause is put there, especially in some Arab countries. They put a clause that if I marry, I have to go and visit my parents for Eid. During the Eid, I will go and celebrate Eid. Or we'll do it 1 year, we'll do it in your own house, my husband, and that year we'll do it in my parents' house. This is permissible if that clause is put in the deed of marriage. Remember, I've told you before, in the deed of the Act of Nikah, there are many clauses that can be put there. Allah has stipulated his own. The Messenger has told us his own. We as an individual, we have a right to put our clause. I'm going to marry you on this time. Well, I cannot leave. I cannot go to Abuja. I can only stay in Lagos. So I can only stay in the north. If you are taking good, I cannot go there. It can be a condition. If you are traveling, we must go together. It can be a condition. So there are many conditions that can be added to, based on each other, which Allah has given permission. So this one also can be there. Because I have an housemate. When I marry, my husband will go with me. So women do that. Maybe they are so blessed in their family and he has a particular territory. So when I marry, I'm going to take her along with me. So condition, you accept or not. So there are many that can be added. So one of the conditions can be added that, okay, during the Eid, 1 year I will be celebrating with you, and that year I'll be celebrating with my parents. Similarly, when I have an aged parents, and parents will come saying, oh, some people for 10 years, 20 years, that they're married, they have never had the opportunity of celebrating with their parents. And the parents are aged. And they say, my daughter, come and celebrate with me. Come and do, I cannot leave my husband's house. My husband will say, no, it is wickedness on the part of the husband to refuse her to go and do it with her family. If she wants to, you release her sometimes. She say once I put the arrangement down that will make the thing easy for you to do, then you should be able to allow her to go and do with her own parents too. It is permissible in Sharia. And the parents too can come and do it with you. The parents of the wife can come to do with the parents of the couple. And the parents of the husband too can come and do with the couple. Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to go and visit Ali ibn Abi Talib and Fatima radiallahu anha. Used to go and visit and assist in between them. So it is permissible. And they used to come to him too. Usually I will start for them, and they will say, and if too they come to the Messenger of Allah house, they celebrate with him. Ali and Fatima radiallahu anha, they will leave there, they go to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and they celebrate with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's permissible. Many companions do that. So just like friends can say, okay, this year we are coming to celebrate with you as a friend, or this is my brother, or as my uncle. Similarly, wife too have the right to say, okay, I'm going. The only thing that if she must travel, she needs a muhrim. It's in Sharia, whether her sons follows her to be a protector, if it must be a long journey. But it's not a long journey, maybe it's in Lagos, or one is in Ibadan, one is this, so, she can go with her car, with her sons, with you, or somebody follow her to be, to protect her on the way, and to assist her on the way if she needs something. So all this is permissible in Sharia for husband and wife to stay together, and for wife to be allowed to go and celebrate with her parents. The same thing can be, okay, this year we will celebrate here. Next year we will celebrate with my parents. The other year we celebrate your parents. That is the fairness in marriage. She has a right to her parents. Remember, that is why she keeps her father's name. Her parents still have some rights upon her, despite that she's married to you. The fact that she's married to you does not mean that she cannot, celebrate. I should have freedom to celebrate her parents. The only thing that she has no right to go and relate with any illicit relationship, or where you feel that her life is dangerous, you don't allow her to go there. But you can follow her to go and do that, inshallah. So this I would think we're going to discuss, inshallah, under this segment. I pray Almighty Allah will continue in another segment. You can send your questions or other things, that we'll handle it, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala Muhammadi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Adúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run Ọba, a fi ògo fún Ọlọ́run Ọba, a fi ìyìn fún Ọlọ́run Ọba. Ọba tó jẹ́ pé òun náà lọ́ba tó tóbi jù, kò sí tó tóbi tó. Òun náà ni ọba ẹni, òun náà ni ọba àná, òun náà ni ọba ọjọ́ gbogbo. Ọba yìí la sharika lahu, kò máa ní orogún, kò máa ní aláfiwé, kò máa ní aláfijọ. Ọba ọ̀kan ṣoṣo ni, tí ò sí nǹkan méjì tó sì jọ náà ọba ọ̀kan ṣoṣo yìí náà lọ, ó là ń pè ní Allah. Judaism wọ́n ń pè ní Elohim, wọ́n ń pè ní Elia or Eli, the same thing. That means the one that is most deserving of worship. Èyí tó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti máa sìn, ìtumọ̀ ẹni ní èdè Judaism ní Hebrew. Elohim, òun náà ń pè ní Allah, òun náà ń pè ní Eli. Kí ni ìtumọ̀? Ìtumọ̀ ni pé ẹni tó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti máa sìn, ẹni tó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti máa sìn, òun ló lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti máa sìn. Ìtumọ̀ Ọlọ́run Ọba nìyẹn. Tí ò sí nǹkan tó sìn ju Ọlọ́run Ọba kan ṣoṣo yìí lọ. Ló fi jẹ́ pé gbogbo ohun tá à ń ṣe nínú ẹ̀sìn àtọ́dún wa, Ànábì wa Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, tọ́lọ́run pè ní ìpilẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ìgbàgbọ́. Kí ló sọ? Ó ní kúl, Ọlọ́run sọ, inna salati, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ ìrábàbà mi, ìrun mi tí mò ń kí ìforíbalẹ̀ mi, wa nusuki, ìmáa ṣe ìtọrẹ àánú mi, ìmáa pẹran mi, ìmáa ṣọdún mi, ọdún mi ni o, manasikul hajj, gbogbo rights tá à ń ṣe nínú hajj, gbogbo rights à ń pẹran, gbogbo rights à ń ṣọdún, wa mahyaya, àti ayé mi, ẹ̀mí tí mo ní, wa mamati, àti ikú mi, lillahi rabbil alamin. Tọ́lọ́run ọba tó ní ọba àgbà ńlá yé ni. Tọ́lọ́run ọba àgbà ńlá yìí tí ìsìtẹ́gbọ́ agéjà jẹ́ mùsùlùmí yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹlẹ́sìn nìyẹn. Ọkọ̀ ṣoṣo yìí náà ni, kò ní nǹkan míì tá a fẹ́ rò pọ̀ mọ́, ọba kan ṣoṣo ni. kò lọ́mọ kò lẹ́bí kò lára kò ní kẹ́míta fẹ́ràn pọ̀ mọ́ ọ̀kan ṣoṣo iná ní Ọlọ́run ọba táwọn máa sìn. torí pé wọ́n ṣe báyìí yóò máa wá fún wa ní àyè láti máa gbé orúkọ èyí ga lásìkò kọ̀ọ̀kan. a ó máa sìn o lójoojúmọ́ o àbójú tó fa ìkànsílẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé a fi kóra wájọ tó pọ̀ láti lè máa sìn. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Táfi máa sìn nínú ẹ̀ náà ni àsìkò tá a wà yìí, àsìkò hajj, àsìkò ọdún yìí wá nínú Islam láì nídìí kọ́dún tó wá ìjọsìn ló máa kọ́kọ́ wá, ìrábàbà ló máa kọ́kọ́ wá, ìfaraṣe ló máa kọ́kọ́ wá, ìfaraṣe ìfẹ̀míṣe àtúnwá fowó ṣe. ká tó ṣọdún méjì náà ló wà ní Islam tó ṣe pàtàkì: ọdún àwẹ̀ Eidil Fitri, ọdún iléyá Eidil Adha. àwọn àpè ní ọdún kékeré ọdún ńlá, wọn ní Eid Kabir ọdún ńlá torí pé òun kẹnu torí iṣẹ́ ńlá ló ṣáájú òun náà. ká tó ṣọdún àwẹ̀ kí láà ń ṣe àgbà àwẹ̀ 29 days àbí 30 days. tàbá ti gbà tán adùgbòrúkọ wàlìdùkábìrú ala ma hadakum wa la'allakum tashkurun. ẹgbòrúkọ náà bá gba kó tó fọ ọ̀nà mọ́ yín láti ṣe tẹ́ ṣe yìí, láti fi ra inú ẹ̀gbà, láti fi lékún lágbára, láti fi lékún tẹ̀láṣẹ Ọlọ́run bá kẹ́lì jẹ́ tó máa dúpẹ́. so eléyìí àwòlẹ̀ bákan náà ní ọdún ilé ẹ̀ta wà nú ẹ̀ yìí a fẹ́ ṣe a ò kàn déédéé sọ pé dìde kẹ́ máa ṣọdún. iṣẹ́ kan ló máa ṣáájú ẹ̀, òun náà ní iṣẹ́ hajj. fẹ́ntọ́ Ọlọ́run bá bless tó bá kẹ́ kó lọ ṣe hajj sí Ọlọ́run ọba. tó bá parí hajj yìí tán tó ṣe àràfà tán, alhajju àràfà òun náà ní ọjọ́ 9 nínú oṣù tá a wà yìí. tó bá parí ẹ̀yẹ tán yóò ọjọ́ 10 ní ó wá ṣe ìdúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run, yóò pẹ̀lú ṣe sàárà ẹ̀, yóò pẹ̀ràn láti fi sàárà fún gbàwé èèyàn pé Ọlọ́run ṣé o jẹ́ kí n rí ṣe. ẹni tí ò wá lọ Mẹ́kà ńkọ́ òun náà ṣe títí ẹ. Ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam láti lè ṣe ní ọjọ́ 10 yìí tó wà ní àkọ́kọ́ oṣù Hijja, oṣù 12 oṣù ojú ọ̀run tó kù la fi ń ka ọdún wa. Hijja ní oṣù 12 oṣù yìí náà ní kíni, òun náà ní oṣù tá à ń ṣe hajj nínú ẹ̀. ọjọ́ 10 àkọ́kọ́ yìí Ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wá ṣàlàyé fún wa pé kò sí ma min amal, kò sí ṣẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tẹ́dà kan ń ṣe ahabbu ila Allah tó jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run ọba nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí, tó tẹ̀wọ̀n jù, tó lápọ́nlé jù, tó níyì jù, tó lẹ́san jù níwájú Ọlọ́run ọba ju àwọn iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe ní ọjọ́ 10 yìí lọ. ọjọ́ 10 àkọ́kọ́ oṣù yẹn jáde wọ́n tó wá bí padà bí àá ẹ tó wá lọ sójú ogun tó kú wọ́n la jihad fi sabilillah. ẹ tó lọ sí àìtó lọ sójú ogun tó kú síbẹ̀ kó ní kò tí ó tiẹ̀ tó àfi tó yẹ kó lọ gbogbo ohun tó ní àtowó àtẹbí àtàrà gbogbo tó láyé yìí ó parẹ́ mọ́ bẹ̀. ẹ wo bí sacrifice ṣe tó bó ṣe tó. so oṣù yìí ká wá ṣe kí ni ẹ wá fi ọjọ́ 10 yẹn á fi ṣe ìjọsìn. Ànábì Musa ọ̀tọ́nà fẹ́ fún lágbára oníkúgba àwẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ ọjọ́ pàtó gba mẹ́jọ mẹ́ta ó ti kú gba 10 mi sí gbogbo ogójì àti gba àwẹ̀ Ramadan náà ti gba 10. sọ̀rọ̀ wa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam àwọn àwa gba àwẹ̀ nínú ọjọ́ 10 yìí ó máa ń gba àwẹ̀ wọn àti sọ pé láti ọjọ́ 1 títí ọjọ́ 9 yóò gba àwẹ̀. àmì nígbà míì àgbà lọ́jọ́ 9 nìkan. àwọn tó wà ní hajj wọ́n bí sí pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ hajj láti ọjọ́ 9 a lọ sí Múnà àti Múnà a lọ sárafa lọ́jọ́ 9 wọ́n kò lárafa nírọ̀lẹ́ wọ́n ṣe bàdà wọn sọ́lọ́wọ́ la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah lahul mulk wa lahul hamdu wa ala kulli shay'. tó wọ́n máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn, kò sọ́ba mi àfi wọ́n lọ́wọ́ bá wò. la ilaha illallah ọ̀kan ṣoṣo náà ni ọba tó lórogún tó lọ́ba kan nìyẹn. gbogbo tó ń jẹ́ ọlá, gbogbo tó ń jẹ́ ìyìn, tó jẹ́ ìjọsìn ìwọ ló ní o, kò sí nǹkan lẹ́yìn ìwọ lọ́wọ́ bá. a máa sọ eléyìí ìtumọ̀ ní kíni qul huwallahu ahad Allahu samad lam yalid wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. ìtumọ̀ la ilaha illallah nìyẹn. ìtumọ̀ ní kíni qul ya ayyuhal kafirun la a'budu ma ta'budun. mi ò ní báyìí sítẹ̀nsì o gbogbo náà fìlà tàbá ti yàn yakula ya kàfíró nǹkan kúrò láwà àjọ gbọ́n sọ pé kí ni tawhid nípa kan ṣọ́ lọ́wọ́ bá níjọsìn láti fi kàn fún eléyìí náà ni wàá mú ọdún iléyá náà wá sọ àgbàwẹ̀ ló bá lè ṣe bá lè jọ kẹsàn-án àwọn tó bá lè gbà yóò gbàwẹ̀ ní àràfá táwọn wà ní àràfá èyí tẹ̀ wálé ẹ̀ máa gbàwẹ̀ tó bá lè jọ kẹwàá tó jẹ́ pé òun náà kó yá ọmọ náà ọjọ́ tó lọ́wọ́ bá fẹ́ràn jù ọjọ́ tó lọ́wọ́ sọ súrà tó kẹ́yìn súrà tó Nasr idha jaa nasru al-fath wa ra'ayta an-nasa yadkhuluna fi dinillahi afwaja fasabbih bihamdi rabbika wastaghfir innahu kana tawwaba ọjọ́ àràfá yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum ọlọ́wọ́ bá o Ànábì sọ fún wọn pé mo ti parí ẹ̀sìn lórí kò sí kan tó jẹ́ sí máa wò wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati mo ti parí kẹ́mi lórí mùsùlùmí ẹ máa jó ẹ máa yọ̀ ẹ ṣáà máa ṣe tó kẹ́ máa ṣe torí kí ni raditu lakum islam dina mo ti yọ́nú sí gẹ́gẹ́ islam gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀sìn eléyìí gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ kẹwàá yìí nìyẹn tó fi jẹ́ pé ọjọ́ àpọ́nlé ni ọjọ́ tó lọ́wọ́ parí ẹ̀sìn wálé wa lórí ọjọ́ tó lọ́wọ́ parí kùránì sísọ̀kalẹ̀ nínú oṣù ọjọ́ mẹ́wàá yìí ni tó fi jẹ́ ọjọ́ àpọ́nlé ọjọ́ yìí fún wa ọjọ́ tá à ń ṣe hajj ni ọjọ́ tó lọ́wọ́ máa wá sí sánmà tó máa wá sílẹ̀ lọ́sàn-án lóru ló máa wá tẹ́lẹ̀ gbọ́ ọjọ́ máa wá lóru kàláàtì máa wá lóru láàárọ̀ máa wá lóru àwọn lóde ní lọ́sàn-án báyìí gbà tó wá nírọ̀lẹ́ ní ọ̀sán gbà tá a wà láyé lọ́sọ̀rọ̀ àtàsílẹ̀ ọlọ́run máa wá sálẹ̀ pé ẹ̀yin màláíkà kí làwọn ẹni yìí ń wá kí náà ń wá tó kúrò nílé wọn tó wá bọ̀ ó tẹ̀ bójú òjèjì kọ́ lọ́wọ́ bá mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọlọ́run wá wà nú ẹ wá ni wọ́n wá dúpẹ́ fún ẹni wọ́n wá sin ẹni wọ́n fi lé sílẹ̀ kí náà fẹ́ ẹ máa fún wọn ọlọ́run ni mo fún wọn gbogbo tó bá ń fẹ́ ọjọ́ gbígbàdúrà ni àwọn ọkùnrin àti lóbìnrin tó wá rí báyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká lékún ní ọjọ́sìn ní àwọn ọjọ́ yìí nínú ọjọ́ kẹta ká lékún ní ìjọsìn títí tí àràfà máa fi dé títí ìjọ ní a máa fi dé ká súnmọ́ lọ́hùn ọjọ́ tó lóore jù ọjọ́ mẹ́wàá yìí òru tó lóore jù òun lọ rí ti ìlàkọ̀jọ́ ọjọ́ tó Ramadan pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà òru ní àdúdákẹ́ tó máa bẹ lọ́hùn a máa ṣètò rẹ̀ àní tó pọ̀ àmọ́ tá a fẹ́ gbéyẹ̀wò lórí ti wa náà ní question méjì tó máa ń wá lọ́dọ̀ wa àwọn question táwọn yẹn sẹ́ni kalẹ̀ ọdún léyà ló dé yìí sìn gẹ́gẹ́ bíi family Ànábì wa Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam àmọ́ tó gbọ́dún léyà wa àmọ́ bó ṣe lálàá àmọ́ bó ṣe rọ fún ìyàwó àmọ́ bó ṣe sọ fọ́mọ àmọ́ táwọn kan ṣe àmọ́ tí ìyàwó ṣe tó bá dọjọ́ mẹ́jọ ṣàlà á máa sọ ẹ̀kọ́ tó wà ń bẹ máa sọ àmọ́ lẹ́ni question la fẹ́ bí dáadáa mi question mẹ́ta yẹn náà la fẹ́ mẹ́ta ìkànnà ni kí pé àkọ́kọ́ ṣé ọkọ lè pa ẹran ọdún kí ìyàwó náà pa ẹran ọdún ṣé ìyàwó náà lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti pa ẹran ọdún àbí tó kọ́kọ́ ti pa ìyàwó lè pa mọ́ ẹ̀ẹ̀kejì ìyàwó ṣó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti lọ ṣe báwọn òbí ẹ̀ ṣọdún àbí kò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ọkọ gbọ́dọ̀ nìkan ló wà láti máa bá ṣọdún ẹ̀kẹta ṣó lè wà ní condition marriage pé mo fẹ́ máa lọ bá òbí mi ṣọdún o tóbìnrin kọ́kọ́ bá ṣe kí ni ṣẹ̀ríà sọ lórí àwọn eléyìí ẹ fẹ́ gbé mẹ́ta ìwò àbí wọ́n lè jọ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ àkọ́kọ́ ni pé ohun tó bá ti ń jẹ́ ìjọsìn ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹnìkankan fardu ain ní ìjọsìn fardu ain ní ìjọsìn ṣe fardu kìfáyà àwọn kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ fardu kìfáyà ni ọkọ̀ jẹ́ fardu ain ni nínú fardu ain náà ni pé kí ni kí a máa kírun wà káwọn yẹn tá a bá ti lè meet condition yẹn ó ní condition o tá a bá ti lè meet condition yẹn ó ti di dandan zaka fardu ain ni tá a bá ti lè meet condition yẹn ẹni kún ò lè sọ zaka fún family àkóso zaka títí ẹ hajj nǹkan kó máa ṣe fúnra ẹni àbí tá a kó máa wá bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi ṣe that person will have said do it on my behalf ìpẹ̀rùn ọdún iléyá fẹ́ni tó bá ní agbára tí ó sì meet àwọn condition márùn tó wà fún àbí mẹ́rin ìkíní ó jẹ́ mùsùlùmí ẹ̀kejì ó ti bàlágà ẹ̀kẹta ó ní ohun tó lè fi ṣe ó ní owó tó lè fi ṣe ẹ̀kẹrin kò sí nínú ìrìn àjò ó ń travel ni kò sí pé ń travel tó bá meet àwọn condition yìí pé kò travel wà lé ipò ní tó wà ní journey òyìnbó ní ìjọba púpọ̀ ọdún léyà tó dẹ̀ ní agbára ti fi pa tí ó lè jẹ́ pé ní yìí ó ṣe kí ni tí ó lè jẹ́ pé ẹni yìí ó náà wọ́n láti fi pa ẹni yìí dẹ̀ jẹ́ mùsùlùmí ẹni dẹ̀ ti bàlágà tó bá ti meet àwọn conditions yìí ó lè kó láti pa ẹran iléyá tó bá ti ní tí ò bá pa ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ni àwọn scholars sọ pé wájib ni àwọn kan ní sunnatu muakkada ni àwọn kan ní mustahab ni àmọ́ èyí tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ fọwọ́ sí ni pé wájib ní fẹ́ni tó bá ní agbára ẹ̀ tọ́lọ́ ló fún ẹ ló fi jẹ́ pé àdébìrì pé inna salati wa nusuki tábà ń parí fúláwọn pé Allahumma minni wa ilayka àbí sọ Allahumma minka wa ilayka ọlọ́wọ́ báwo ẹ̀rọ tí mo pa ìwọ ló fún mi wọ́n náà mo tún fún wọ́n ló fún mi lọ́la tí mo fẹ́ fi pa ọlá yìí náà wọ́n náà mo fún al-malu mali wal jannatu jannati fashtaru jannati bi mali. So eléyìí ó sọ pé ẹran yẹ kí wọn pa tó bá ti ní agbára ó pa ó wá ní ṣe individual ní ọkùnrin ní o obìnrin ni ìjọsìn ò yọ ọkùnrin sílẹ̀ wal muslimina wal muslimat wal qanitina wal qanitat was sahimina was sahimat was sadiqat was sadiqin was sadiqat. So ọlọ́run bá tó bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ yẹn lọ síbẹ̀ ó po bóyá pọkùnrin ló ń pọbìnrin bóyá pọkùnrin ló ń pọbìnrin kò sọ pé ọkùnrin nìkan ni kò máa ṣe sàrà wal mutasaddiqina wal mutasaddiqat àwọn méjì ni jọkọ ọkùnrin nìkan ló máa sọ zaka obìnrin ló sọ zaka bákan náà ni wò dìhíyà ọkùnrin àti obìnrin tó lọ́n bá fún ní agbára kó pa títí ẹ̀ àmọ́ tí ò bá sí tọkọ bá ti pa ó lè pa ní fún ogun fámìlì èpè mo pa yìí o ó kọ́fà ìyàwó ó kọ́fà ọmọ ó kọ́fà gbogbo wọn torí pé àwọn ò ní abẹ́rẹ́ àti pa tó bá ní abẹ́rẹ́ àti pa ó dáa kí wọ́n pa tó bá ní abẹ́rẹ́ àti pa ó dáa pé wọ́n fi ìmórè hàn sọ́lọ́ wọn bá ní tó bá wá pa ẹ̀ sí kí ni àgàgà bí ìlú ṣe wá wà lẹ́ni tíyàn mú tí wípé káàkiri kọ́kọ́ pa kíyàwó pa kọ́mọ náà pa kẹwàá pín káàkiri ẹgbẹ́ lè lọ sí mọ́ṣáláṣí kan ha fáwọn èèyàn ẹgbẹ́ lọ sáwọn àdúgbò kan tí wọ́n ní kọ́ ha fáwọn èèyàn eléyìí ẹ̀yin náà ó ṣe pàtàkì tó rọ̀nà mẹ́ta ni wọ́n á pè sí á jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ á fi ṣàlejò ń bẹ̀ á fọ àwọn aláìní ń bẹ̀. So kíyàwó náà pa kò sínú tó burú nínú ẹ̀ kíyàwó pa ó dáa púpọ̀ lọ́lọ́run bá fún un ní àyè bàtí mo ti pa òní láti pamọ́ wà lówó ẹ̀ kó pa bó tẹ̀ pa kó lọ fún ẹlòmíì kó fún ẹ ṣe sára. Kò wá sí condition wípé torí ẹlòmíì àti pé ẹlòmíì generally náà ẹlòmíì tó tẹ̀ tí níyàwó àbí tó ti lọ sí Mẹ́kà àbí tó ti bímọ àbí tó ti ṣe hajj àbí tó ti kọ́lé àníyà òun ò lè pẹ́rọ wà tó wò ti kọ́lé ẹran pípa fún ìdíyà kò ní má ṣe pẹ̀lú kọ́lé kò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú pé mo ti lọ Mẹ́kà kò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú pé mo ti fẹ́yàwó kò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú pé mo ti bímọ o ti fẹ́yàwó tágbára ẹ̀ bá ti wà tó dẹ̀ ti bàlágà òfin dúpẹ́ fọlọ́wọ́n bá ní fasolli rabbika wanhar solli rabbika wanhar dúpẹ́ fọlọ́wọ́n bá ẹkùn fún o sì pẹ́rẹ́ láti fi dúpẹ́ fọlọ́wọ́n bí ṣe sàárà ni oníkọ́nìkọ́ jẹ́. So eléyìí ó ṣe àgbọ́yé láàrin ìyàwó lè pa ọkọ lè pa ṣé tí ìyàwó lè ju tọkọ lọ àbí tọkọ lè ju ìyàwó lọ wọ́n ṣe mí lójú wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò mátà tí ìyàwó lè jẹ́ màálù ọkọ jẹ́ àgbò torí ẹran mẹ́jọ la fi paléyà mẹ́jọ la fi paléyà akọ àtàbò akọ àti abo akọ màálù abo màálù akọ ràkúnmí abo ràkúnmí akọ àgbò abo àgbò tá ń pè lágùntàn akọ ewúrẹ́ abo ewúrẹ́ àtògúfé ni àti ewúrẹ́ ni àtàgùntàn ni gbogbo wọn ló wọ Iléyá tó bá ti ṣe kíni tó bá ti meet condition ọjọ́ orí wọn jẹ́ máa ràkúnmí ìpọ́dún 5 màálù ó ti kọ́dún 2 òun lọ sí 3 àgbò ó ti pọ́ṣù 6 lọ sọ́dún 1 ewúrẹ́ ìpọ́dún 1 lọ sọ́dún 2 tó bá ti meet àwọn condition yìí àlè fi ẹran tó wọlé yá òun náà ló wọ kíni ló wọ súnà lágbè ní àkíkọ so eléyìí tó bá wá wúyàwó ọkọ mi ìwọ pa màálù kémi pa àbàkù ọ ìwọ pélé kémi pélé ẹran tẹnìkan jẹ nìkan lọ rí o really matter ìfẹ́ ló ṣe pàṣẹ torí tọ́lọ́wọ́n ọba ní bọ́lá bá ṣe kẹ́nu kálukú ní kò yẹ ṣe so ọkọ lè ìyàwó lè rà fọ́kọ ẹ̀ ọkọ olówó ọ̀rọ̀ adé ọkọ̀ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi lọ́dún ní ọ̀yá ọkọ mi mo rẹ ẹran ilé ó lè rà fún kó sí ìwọ ni ó lè rà fún ṣọkọ lè rà fún ìyàwó tí ìyàwó bá lówó lọ́wọ́ ọkọ lè rà fún àmọ́ tí ọkọ bá lówó tí ìyàwó bá lówó lọ́wọ́ jẹ́ kó fowó ara ẹ̀ rà tọkọ tí ìyàwó bá lówó lọ́wọ́ jẹ́ kó fowó ara ẹ̀ rà ó fi ń dúpẹ́ fọlọ́wọ́n bá ní ẹ̀kọ́ wọn bá ṣe ń náwó sí tọ́lọ́hún àwọn obìnrin wa ọjọ́ ilẹ̀ ti jẹ́ káwọn obìnrin mọ̀ pé ìjọsìn ni ọ́ káwọn yẹn zaka kọ́kọ́ obìnrin òyìn zaka mọ́ wọ́n rò pé torí kí ni gbogbo góòlù tẹ́ kó sọ́ọ́ òfin yẹn zaka mọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ wọ pé wọ́n fi ń dúpẹ́ fọlọ́ ọlọ́run ti fún ẹ ìwọ ló máa ṣàkáǹtì iṣẹ́ iwájú ọlọ́run máa ṣàkáǹtì tèmi owó títí ẹ ló fẹ́ fi ṣe má bàa ládàá ẹ̀ ó ṣe pàtàkì kele so ìyẹn sọ́ọ̀tì ìyẹn àgbẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì abẹ́lẹ̀kẹta kọjọ kẹta náà ni wípé ṣé kíyàwó máa lọ ṣọdún lọ́dọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ àbí ìyá ẹ̀ ó ti pọ̀ gbogbo ìgbà ẹ̀kọ́ ọdún kẹwàá rèé ọdún kẹẹ̀ẹ́dógún rèé tọ́wọ́n ti ṣèyàwó òun ò lè ṣọdún lọ́dọ̀ bàbá òun rí bàbá dẹ̀ ń kọ́ńpìlẹ̀ wọ́n bá mi ṣọdún àbí èlé fọ́kọ́ mi ní gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ni má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ obìnrin ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti ṣọdún lọ́dọ̀ òbí títí ẹ̀ bó ṣe lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti ṣọdún pẹ̀lú ọkọ títí ẹ̀ ẹ lè jọ ṣe wàá lóun fẹ́ lọ ẹ fún láyè àmọ́ pé kó jọ kó lọ pẹ̀lú muhrim ìjọba wa mójútó ọmọ ìlú fẹ́ tẹ̀lé abẹ́ pẹ̀lú láti mójútó lọ́wọ́ tọ́wọ́ bá ti dàgbà ẹ tẹ̀lé lọ yẹ jẹ́ kájọ lọ bá bàbá ṣọdún kò sí ohun tó burú ní kọ́kọ́ àtìyàwó kó lọ bá wọn bí ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣọdún Fatima radiyallahu ta'ala anha àti Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wọ́n máa wá ń bá Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ṣọdún wọ́n á jọ wá síbẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ọdún Ali gan ló máa pa gbogbo ẹran Ànábì Ali òun ló máa pa gbogbo ẹran wọn pátá ló máa ní wọ́n pa àwọn ẹran yìí lọ mo tó bá donate Ànábì bá ti pa títí ẹ̀ á ti pa àwọn èèyàn máa tó ń kẹran wá bá Ànábì pé ẹran ìfiṣọdún wọn kó wá wọ́n ti máa ẹ tó bá ti jẹ́ ìtòrí ẹ tó bá jẹ́ ìmọ̀ ó lè máa kẹran wá bá ẹran yẹn ìfiṣọdún ẹ fáwọn èèyàn o tó ń kó wá bá Ali ló máa pa gbogbo ẹ̀ pé máa ha fáwọn èèyàn kákó máa kàn tẹ́ ẹran jọ gbẹ́rẹ́ olùpọ̀ mí gan wọn ló kó máa kẹrin wá sí Ànábì ní gbẹ́rẹ́ tiwọn náà akọ̀dà ní ẹran léyàmí rẹ gbọ́dọ̀ síbi ẹran léyàmí gbọ́dọ̀ síbẹ̀ wọ́n wá pa wá púùlù gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pin bẹ́ẹ̀ náà bá jọra wọn ẹ̀kẹ́ran méjì lọ síbẹ̀ èèyàn ó jọra wọn ẹni wọn tó bá ti jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ni nítorí pàtàkì ní pé kí ni o ti fáyọ̀ lọ́ba pa ẹ̀jẹ̀ òdodo Ọlọ́run ẹran òdodo Ọlọ́run ìpáyọ̀ lọ́ba tó o ní òdodo Ọlọ́run ọba kò sí tó lè jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ bó o bá nu tètè jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ bó jẹ́ ń tẹ́lẹ̀ omi bí wọ́n bá lọ sí hajj tó bá ṣe hadi ni hajj òdì híyà kan ní ti hajj rẹ tó bá lọ sí hajj máa ṣe hadi tó bá ṣe yẹn sin wá kúlẹ̀ gbẹ̀rún yẹn ni tó bá wọn ló máa mú ìdọ̀dọ̀ kó tẹ̀ ní títí ẹ tó bá ti dàníyàn tó bá ti àníyàn pé mo fẹ́ fi ṣe léyìn kí mo sọ lẹ́nu mo fẹ́ fi ṣe hajj ní ìdáwó títọ́. sọ àwọn eléyìí ẹ lè ṣe ọkọ lè pa ńlá kí ọ̀pá kékeré ìyàwó lè pa kékeré kí ọ̀pá ńlá ẹ lè fúnra yín lẹ́bùn tí kò bá ní. tá a bá pẹran léyà àmì àtọ́pẹ́ náà pé ìtàn ẹran láti gbé lọ fànà ìtàn máa gbọ́dọ̀ fáwọn àna torí pé wọ́n jẹ́ àna kìnìún kan àwọn ẹyàn ti pọ̀ ju àbáwò lè ṣe kò sí tó burú mẹ́ kódà orí dé àgbò bá ń gbọ́dọ̀ fún bàbá ìyàwó mi bá ń gbọ́dọ̀ fáwọn bí ìyàwó mi òun ṣe dáadáa sí wọn náà ni tọ́lọ́ bá tẹ̀ kẹ́ o ti pa kan tó rà kan ló fáwọn bí ìyàwó ẹ̀ náà òfin dúpẹ́ fọlọ́wọ́n bá ní òfin dúpẹ́ fọlọ́wọ́n bá kọ́nà fún ẹ ó dẹ̀ fi ń wá ìyọnu tí wọn àtàdúrà tí wọn náà ṣe ni àwọn náà máa ṣàdúrà fún ẹ máa ṣàdúrà sí fún ẹ àdúrà dẹ̀ máa gbà sí nítorí wípé kí ni kò ṣe nǹkan tí ó múnú àwọn náà dùn so ìmúnúyàn dùn òun náà ní Iléyá so ká múnú ìyàwó dùn ká múnú tó wá pé tó máa múnú ìyàwó dùn àbí náà òbí ìyàwó dùn ni pé kọ́ mọ́ wá bá wọn ṣọdún ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ kò sí wọnú ẹ ẹ̀sùn náà ni ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ ara ìsàn ni kó lọ torí àti kó wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a máa níbo Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha ó máa ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ àdó máa ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ máa tó ń ṣọdún tó máa táwọn kíni tó àwọn lọ́sára ni àbáwọn abásíbi tó ń jó tó dẹ̀ ń wò wọn Ànábì náà fi lè jẹ́ kó wúrọ̀ ẹjọ́ kó tẹ̀lé lọ́rùn ọmọdé ni kó wúrọ̀ tó bá fẹ́ wò wọ́n lè bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣọdún wọ́n lè gbà fún láti bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣọdún so kò sí àwọn ọkùnrin a ò gbọ́dọ̀ mú nǹkan di pé náà torí pé a ti wá fẹ́ obìnrin ti dẹrú òbí ìlẹ́tọ̀ sí o ló ṣe ń jẹ́ orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ o obìnrin orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kó ṣe orúkọ ọkọ o Fatima orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kó ṣe orúkọ Ali o Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kó ṣe orúkọ Ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Aisha bint Abubakar la pè àpè ní Aisha bint Muhammad àbí àpè ní Aisha Muhammad à ń pè ní Aisha bint Abubakar As-Siddiq radiyallahu anhuma bá ṣe torí pé orúkọ bàbá lọ tó ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹlòmíì lẹ́ni tí wọ́n ṣe ń pariwo kó àwọn fẹ́ bímọ ọkùnrin àwọn fẹ́ bímọ obìnrin náà ni àbí àwọn fẹ́ bímọ ọkùnrin ní tó yẹ wọ́kùnrin at all cost tó bá ti marry orúkọ yẹn ti lọ àwọn òní kọ́ńtò lórí ọmọ ọmọ ọkọ yẹn ló máa pàṣẹ ẹbí ọkọ ló máa pàṣẹ wọn jẹ́ káwọn rí mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ rí bẹ́yẹn èèyàn lọ sílé ọkọ àbí ó fẹ́yàwó òní kò lẹ́bí mọ́ o bí ọba ti nílé ìdílé bàbá adìlé ìyá wọn á kí àlẹ́bí wá sí ìdílé bàbá wọn á tún kí sí ìdílé ìyá Fatima bintu Wahab sorry Aminat bintu Wahab ìyàwó anabi bàbá anabi nìyẹn wọn á kí síbẹ̀ so Ashimiya wọn á kí síbẹ̀ so bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe pàtàkì fún ọkùnrin ọmọbìnrin láti ká fún wọn láàyè láti máa bá wọn bí wọn ká bá bá wọn bí wọn ká bá wọn ṣe ọdún wọn fẹ́ ṣe ọdún eléyìí ṣe pàtàkì ní ohun tí a fẹ́ mójútó Muhammad tí a fẹ́ mójútó ní àárín yìí tó tá bá tó wá ní question míì lórí eléyìí ká tún sẹ́ǹdì ẹ̀ ká tún wò ó so a lè jọ obìnrin lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti lè lọ bá wọn bí ẹ ṣọdún ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ bá wọn ṣọdún nínú tí ó bá súnà tó bá mu ni. Yes ṣé àwọn méjì abẹ́ mẹ́ta ṣé wọ́n lè pa ọ̀pá ẹran kan mo sọ fún yín pé tó bá jẹ́ àgbò ẹnìkan lè pa ní orí ara ẹ̀ àti gbogbo fámìlì sùn tó burú nù ẹ̀ àmọ́ ràkúnmí èèyàn méje wọ́n lè so mọ́ èèyàn kan náà lè pa o ẹ̀gbọ́n tèmi o màálù èèyàn méje ó lè pa àgbò ewúrẹ́ àgùntàn ògúfe èèyàn kan ló máa ń pa yẹn èèyàn lè pa fún rẹ̀ àti gbogbo fámìlì ṣùgbọ́n ràkúnmí èèyàn méje lè so mọ́ èèyàn méje fẹ́ so mọ́ ràkúnmí yìí kò dandan kọjá bí kò jẹ́ kọjá pé mọ́ra wọn rí wọ́n lè má mọ́ra wọn rí gan kọ́ lọ sójú ẹran wọn lè pa a lè pẹ́ran pé orí ẹran tá a fẹ́ pa ìgbẹ́ ká má ta kó wà lójú ọ̀ràn gbọ́dọ̀ sójú ẹran òkè ẹ bá ti pẹ́ran yìí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ síbẹ̀ ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ sábà tíà ẹ wá àwọn bọ́chà tó máa pa kọ́ dẹ̀ pa tán nísìnyí ní àwọn ilẹ̀ ní àwọn elédò òyìnbó ní UK ní US gbogbo ẹ bá ta bá pẹ́ran ọ̀ kí ẹ tó níbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ lè fojú rẹ̀ náà wọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́ rẹ́jẹ̀ ẹ lè pàdé ẹ̀ gan lé so ó ní àwọn abattoirs tẹ́ máa ti lọ máa rẹran adégbètè mi síbẹ̀ wọ́n sanwó ẹran báyìí fẹ́ san fọ́tò ẹ̀rí yí báyìí ló ti tán wọ́n á pa wọ́n á dẹ̀ tó bá ti pa tán wọ́n á process ẹ̀ wọ́n á kún wọ́n á gé kélékèlé wọ́n á gé bóyá kán gé iye tó bá gé sí wọ́n á kó sínú nylon wọ́n á present ọ̀ á present ẹ̀ so ẹran ìwò fúnra ẹ̀ máa pín ìmí ìdẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ kọ́ pọ̀ kọ́ bẹ dín wọ́n bá pa wọ́n á ṣe wọ́n á pa wọ́n á dín wọ́n á bò wá fún ẹ gbogbo náà ló lè ṣe ṣe táwọn fáwọn kan Nàìjíríà rẹ pé some people should start this business it's a business tí wọ́n lè start lókè àwọn fẹ́ pẹ́ràn o ayé ta wà ń sìn àwọn èèyàn rẹ yọ ayé ìtijọ́ yẹ pé a máa ń wà lábúlé tá a máa rá àwọn ọmọ ilé tó máa wá bá a pẹ́ràn tó máa ní kò mẹ́ni kún òyìnbó kan àwọn tó jí àwọn gbogbo ẹ̀bẹ́ yẹn tó máa bá wọn pẹ́ràn abẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ yìí Muhammad wọ́n bá wọn pẹ́ràn ọmọlé pọ̀ tó máa bá wọn pẹ́ràn tó máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tó máa pín ẹran tó máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà yẹn àmọ́ ayé sìn èrò ayé ọ̀làjú lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò séyàn tó fẹ́ báyàn pa ẹran mọ́ so irú yẹn a lè háyà ẹni tí ó wà pa yóò kún àbí a lè wá o pẹ̀tẹ́ bá lè gbé wá sí abattoir wa a ní slab o ẹgbẹ́ wá síbẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ránṣẹ́ slab tó bá wọn o lè pa fún rẹ ń bẹ̀ kó pa fún rẹ ló dáa jù tọkùnrin náà bá lè pa kó pa tókùnrin náà bá lè pa kó pa tó bá lè pa wọ́n ti máa jó ní wọn apá ẹran yẹn wọ́n á lè bá yín ṣe process yẹn ẹ bá ní kọ́kọ́ pa kọ́kọ́ dẹ̀ kún wọ́n ṣe kíní kan bá ti pa ẹ ṣáà bu ẹ má gé kélékèlé ẹ ṣáà gbé lórí débẹ̀ wọ́n á gbé wá ẹ bá ti pa ẹ bá ti kún ẹ bá wa gé sí báṣí báyìí ẹ fẹ́ pa báyìí ẹ fẹ́ kẹ́ gé sí so ẹ bá wọn pẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ bá gé báyìí yé báyìí ẹ fẹ́ kẹ́ bá gbé sí ẹ bá ní fẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́ lè ṣe so it's permissible to do that ó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti ṣe léyìí nínú ṣẹ̀ríà láti pé láti mú ẹran láti gbé fáwọn tó lè bá wa láti bá wa ṣe ìyàwó náà lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tọkọ náà ó lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ so tó bá jẹ́ pé èèyàn méje ló pín màálù kan àbí èèyàn méje ló pín ràkúnmí kan wọ́n lè pín ìyàwó àtọkọ náà lè jọ pín pọ̀ òkè jákàjọ ra màálù èmi náà fẹ́ èmi náà ra páàtì kan òun náà ra páàtì kan ọmọ náà sọ páàtì kan ó permissible ó dẹ̀ lè já wọn ọ̀rẹ́ ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ tí yóò mọ̀ pé afẹ́ ra màálù bí o à ń pẹ́ran bí o mẹ́rin lẹ́fẹ̀ one party ni mo sọ one party mi wọ́n á dẹ̀ pín sí méje àbí èèyàn márùn lè rà èèyàn mẹ́ta lè rà èèyàn méjì lè rà maximum ní kíni méje àwọn kan ní maximum kan ní mẹ́wàá láti pín nítúnṣe pàtàkì kẹ ẹran tó máa ní ẹran lára láti fi ríṣe àmọ́ èyí tó dáa jù fún ọdún iléyá òun ni àgbò èyí tó dáa jù fún hajj òun ni ràkúnmí tó lọ́lá jù fún hajj ni ràkúnmí tó lọ́lá jù fún iléyá òun ni àgbò torí àwọn abújúṣàgbò tó gbé kíni ó cut across ó rọrùn fún gbogbo láti ra gbò ju láti ra màálù lọ àti ilé adó sọ pé èèyàn méje lè pa màálù kan èèyàn méje lè pa ràkúnmí kan kò sì so ọkọ àtìyàwó náà wọ́n lè jọ pawọ́pọ̀ kí wọ́n ra ẹran kan tó bá ti jẹ́ bí màálù kọjọ pin àníyàn tèmi náà wà bẹ owó tèmi náà wà bẹ tèmi náà wà bẹ lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ so àwọn eléyìí àyè lè pawọ́pọ̀ láti jọ pin láti jọ ra ẹran so ọlọ́run bá kó ṣe ní ìrọ̀rùn fún wa wọ́n wá mọ̀ pé tá à ń pa ẹran tá à ń pa yìí ọlọ́run ò nídìí ẹran yìí o kò nídìí ẹ̀jẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ nídìí tó lọ́ọ́ ti ń pè kò dẹ̀ nídìí ẹran ara ẹ̀ tó nídìí ìpáyọ̀ ọlọ́run bá. ayétàdé wá ń sìn ó dá ṣé kọ́kọ́ àtìyàwó kọ́ máa mú ìyàwó kọ́ máa ṣèyàwó lé pé ọkọ̀ dáná pé ìyàwó lé nìkan ló máa dáná wọn ò lè polópò kò sí tó rọrùn tó náà bá kẹ́yìn kẹ́ gba olópò kí ẹ sanwó fún wọn kí wọ́n ṣe àmọ́ nítorí wípé family reunion ni ọdún jẹ́ family reunion ni ẹ̀gbọ́n wa àbúrò wa wà tó ti lọ tó gbọ́ wá sílé kájọ máa kọ́ pọ̀ kájọ máa dáná kájọ máa bára dáwọ̀ ẹ̀kẹ́ kájọ máa bá ṣeré kò sí nǹkan tó rọ̀ nínú ẹ̀ káwọn ọkùnrin náà kọjọ pàápọ̀ sí lọ́jọ́ ń fa lọ́jọ́ ń gé ọmọ kọ́kọ́rọ́ ti gbà tó wà kékeré wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá wọn kó bá wọn kó bàbá wọn ṣọdún kó gbọ́ ẹran ẹ̀ lọ́sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ kó tó burú èmi gbé tèmi wá tiwọn gbé tèmi wá ká gbọ́ pàmbẹ́ ọkọ̀ apẹ̀rọ̀ ń bí ọjọ́ mẹ́rin lọ́dún ọjọ́ mẹ́rin ọjọ́ kan alọ́dún sọ̀rọ̀ bá wa àbáwọ̀ pẹ̀ ọjọ́ kejì mo wá sílé tèmi mo pa tèmi ọjọ́ kẹta a lọ sílé ìyàwó àbáyàwó lọ sílé àlọ́pàá lọ́dọ̀ bàbá tiẹ̀ náà ọjọ́ kẹrin ajọ́ fi ṣe fa so gbogbo eléyìí Islam fẹ́ kájọ wà pọ̀ ní ìrẹ́pọ̀ ni kọ́kọ́ àtìyàwó discuss báwo la ṣe máa ṣe tínú mi máa dùn tínú wọn máa dùn tínú àwọn òbí mi náà máa dùn ọ̀làlà máa lọ bá bàbá tiẹ̀ ṣọdún o ọ̀làlà máa ń pẹ́ràn tọ́rọ̀ ọ̀làlà ọmọ máa wá o kò sí tó burú nù ẹ̀ ká pẹ̀rọ ọjọ́ kejì ká pàjọ́ kẹta ká pàjọ́ kẹrin kò sí nǹkan tó burú náà so gbogbo ẹ̀ náà lè jẹ́ pé ọdún ni mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta gbogbo ẹ̀ wà fún torí ìdí èyí ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ìfẹ́ bára wa lò gbogbo ẹ̀yọ́ pàtìyàwó tẹ́lẹ̀ tí ń dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ kò jẹ́ lọ sílẹ̀ bí mi nì kò jẹ́ kí ni kò tó ti dá wàhálà ó ti pọ̀ àjọ nítorí tọ́lọ́hún ẹ jẹ́ ká ní àgbọ́yé ẹ̀sìn ẹ jẹ́ ká ní àgbọ́yé ẹ̀sìn òbí lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ sọmọ ẹ̀ o ọmọdé lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti rí náà òbí tẹ̀ náà kóra àwọn òbí tẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó burú nínú ẹ̀ kájọ lọ síbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run kò ṣe náà tó bá ń wù ẹ̀kọ́ kẹ́bi tẹ̀lé lọ kọjọ bá wọn ṣe tó bá jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ òde gbá láyé jẹ́ kó náà lọ kó lójọ́ méjì kó padà sí ilé ó ṣe ó bá ṣe ọdọọdún ni o ẹ máa ṣe lọ́dún síra wọn ni o ọjọ́ lè máa fi sí ni o nínú ọdún ọjọ́ mẹ́rin yẹn ni o ká gbìyànjú ká máa ṣe eléyìí Ọlọ́run kó gbà fún wa ní ìbádà Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ ká ṣe ọdún ayọ̀ káwa náà ti pé kí là ń sacrifice kì í ṣe ẹran nìkan o gbogbo ìfẹ́ inú wa tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn bọ̀ fẹ́ irọ́ pípa ẹ̀pá ẹgẹ́dànù ṣìnà ṣíṣe ẹ̀dúnbú ẹ̀ olè jíjà ẹ̀dúnbú ẹ̀ owó olówó tẹ̀ ń jẹ mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀dúnbú ẹ̀ ìmáṣemẹ́lẹ́ ẹ̀dúnbú ẹ̀ àìkírun dédé ẹ̀dúnbú ẹ̀ gbogbo ìwà àbàjẹ́ tí ò da ẹ̀dúnbú ẹ̀ gbogbo ọ̀tọ́ ọlọ́run bá tó wá pé ó mú un lọ́kàn àmọ́ ọlọ́run ló wò fẹ́ ẹ̀dúnbú ẹ̀ ẹ̀sà ọlọ́run mo fún un pa fún ẹ̀ ìtumọ̀ ìdìlàhàdìhà nìyẹn sacrifice tá à ń ṣe ní ìgbà àsìkò dùhà Ọlọ́run kó ṣàlékún àgbẹ̀ fún kálukú wa Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ ká aṣọ́dún àgbà tó lọ sí hajj kó ṣọ́ adé láti àlàáfíà àwọn tí ò lọ Ọlọ́run kó ṣe rọrùn ẹni tí lọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àlùbáríkà sí wọn mú aṣọ ọlọ́mọ alálùbáríkà wọn là jọkàn lọ́hùn la hawla lana wala quwwata illa Allahu akbar la ilaha illa Allahu akbar ولله الحمد وصل وسلم وبارك على محمد وعلى اله وصحبه اجمعين سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين